Let's just say if Black Sherif belonged to the Nigerian music industry, all right, Black Sherif would have been a global icon by now. Let's pick Black Sherif and then imagine in our minds that he's an American artist. Looking at his work so far, his project so far, his song so far, where would he have been? He would have been all over. Okay, beautiful day once again, lovely day right here on TJ Studios. As usual, I am TJ. I am your commander-in-chief of this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. It will enable you to get notified whenever I post any new video. Today's topic, well, is an editorial, like I've been saying, is between myself and my viewers, myself and then my subscribers on this YouTube, content or YouTube channel. Now, in retrospect or in perspective, if Black Sherif or the artist or Ghanaian artist Black Sherif was an American or Nigerian, where would he have been? If Black Sherif were to be an American or a Nigerian, where would he be by now? All right, I am doing this podcast in relation to the setting of our industry, the setting of the Ghana music industry. You get it? Black Sherif has talent. All right, Black Sherif's style of music is unique. Black Sherif's style has, exhibited, or I want the right word. It has showcased him. That's the right word. It has showcased him to the world as a whole, which for some time now our music industry has lacked that, that kind of showcasing within our industry, okay? Black Sherif's first song after releasing it got him a feature from Burna Boy. You get it? His talent was unmatched. It was just something out of nowhere. We saw a talent or a young man who was hungry and then was talented enough to the extent that he started attracting features from international artists and then international labels such as Empire and artists such as Burna Boy. You get it? So if Black Sherif was to be or were to be a Ghanaian or an American or a Nigerian, where would the boy be? He would have been places. They would have added an extra advantage to Black Sherif's craft. You get it? Thanks be to God for him signing on to Empire. All right, it has helped the gentleman carve a niche in the global space. Although there is more room for improvement and there is more to do, I feel that if Black Sherif belonged in a setting of the American industry or the Nigerian music industry, he would have been a top-notch and a sought-after artist. You get it? So it all comes down to structure. The structure of our industry. You get it? We know that Sarkodie aided to Sherif's career. You get it? We sourced a lot, or we saw a lot from Black Sherif, or we saw Black Sherif's visibility, when Sarkodie went on set shooting a music video with Sister Fia, right? And then Black Sherif was on the set, and then he had his phone, and then they did a verse of that sermon song, all right, the second sermon song. And from that, it propelled the song to another height. Although the song was springing up within the Ghanaian space, right? The song was a toast in the Ghanaian space. But Sarkodie's, phone video, selfie video, which afterwards he posted and told us to watch out for this talent, propelled Black Sherif to another utmost height in his career in Ghana. And then from there, boom, Burna Boy added up to the feature in the remix session. All right, so if Black Sherif was to be an American, or Black Sherif were to be a Ghanaian, an American or Nigerian, where would the gentleman be right now? What is your take on that? Share it with me in the comment section and let's dilate it further. You get it? I'll read opinions of yourself of this podcast on part 2 of this session. All right, I feel let's put it in this tangent. Let's pick Black Sherif and then imagine in our minds that he's an American artist. Looking at his work so far, his project so far, his song so far, where would he have been? He would have been all over. He would have been, I know he's all over, but he would have been an extra niche of global versatility all over. All right. And I know Black Sherif would have been playing a lot of shows in Ghana. Also, let's carry Black Sherif to another tangent, which is that of Nigeria. Let's just say if Black Sherif belonged to the Nigerian music industry, all right, Black Sherif would have been a global icon by now, because they would have been preparing him for the O2 Arena, saga, or the O2 Arena projection, right? They will make sure that he also adds up to the number of Nigerians who have filled the O2 Arena, which would have been a legendary status or a history, all right, within the Nigerian music industry. But for want of words, he's a Ghanaian. Black Sherif is a Ghanaian. And the system is sort of a demerit or disadvantage to Sherif, because there are no proper structures. There are no, proper foundations that has been laid for the gentleman or for the artist to stand on to propel his career to the next level. Because as it stands now, I said it the last time, Black Sherif is the only artist I see now, or the only Ghanaian artist I see who can fill the O2 Arena. All right. I know he has a few songs out there. If Black Sherif is able to, stand on his toes and produce songs just as the first sermon, and then even crazier and nicer rhythmic songs within his second album or the third one, he doesn't even need a third one. Within his second album, trust me, the gentleman will be one of the most sought after artists from Ghana ever. But what is happening? You can see a bit of, I know he's had another album, another song out there. Oh yes, all right. But there has been that bit of, that dragging thing. He's not been moving as we ought to see him moving. All right. After the, sensation with Burna Boy, him being all over, there seemed to be, a bit of a stall in his music. He recently came out to say that he wants to drop off music for some time to focus on education and his fashion sense. Who is even advising Sherif on that note? All right. He's still young. Black Sherif is like 21, 22, 23 is within that space. Why would you drop off the music scene to go and focus on your career, education, and come back to do music? No, my guy, you can still go to school at 30. This is your time. Focus on it and then bring out bangers upon bangers. All right. There is no deliberate plan for the boy. And I would just wish Empire would take a record label, would sign Sherif, internationally recognized record label, with a manager who has Sherif at heart, and will lay before him a plan, a 2-year plan, a 1-year plan. Sherif, we are taking you to the O2 Arena. This is your plan. Within a year and a half, within a year and two, you should be at the O2 Arena, massacring the place. So Sherif, this is your plan. But as it stands now, left it for Ghana alone, we don't care. I'm telling you, nobody cares. Artists will just love to feature him. Those with dead careers will feature Sherif just to revive their careers. And that will be it. Nobody within the industry will sit down and look at Sherif and call 5 gurus and say, Charlie, this is my plan. This is the plan of the industry. Let's have a niche. Let's push Sherif out there. Okay? Let's create something deliberate around Sherif, which will be a turnover or a turnaround for the Ghana music industry. Because if ourselves, we are able to do that within our own strength and might, all right, and Sherif is able to fill not only the O2 Arena, any internationally recognized arena, it adds up not to Black Sherif alone, but to the Ghana music industry as a whole. You get it? So this has been what I've been saying. Nobody cares. Sherif, do your thing. I am doing my thing. I am Stoneboy, I'm doing my thing. I am Sarkodie, I'm doing my thing. I am this, I'm doing my thing. I am that, I am doing my thing. Sherif, you don't care. That seems to be our problem. individualistic style of, an industry where people are so myopic and self-centered to the extent that they don't even care about you. It's all about me, myself, and I and my space. If Black Sherif was to be a Nigerian or an American, the gentleman would have been an A-list internationally recognized artist right now. He would have been on one of almost all the internationally recognized gigs in the world. He would have been one of the most sought after artists in the world. Being a Ghanaian, is it a curse to be a Ghanaian? Is it a curse to be a Ghanaian? Because monitor the Ghana music industry for a while. Take time and have a major, observation of our industry. You will come by with the observation and then theory that our industry is sick. It needs an effective and remedial medicine that can effect changes which will bring about, a long-term project and foundations that can unearth the industry to a global height. Anything that falls within the Ghana music industry after sometimes become a dead leaf or a sick patient. Because there are no strangers. There are no, what's the word? There are no structures. That's the word. Structures no there. Our industry, it just day like that. Right now, gatekeepers, they keep them. And what betides you if they don't like you? My friend, you better go and find bouncers or macho men who open that door for you. And what betides you if you force yourself into the door? You will do things and you will not be accepted. Trust me, I am telling you. Black Sherif should have been a world sensation by now. Black Sherif should have been, an internationally standardized or an internationally recognized A-list Ghanaian artist by now. But he's still within the shadows. If we don't take care, after 2 or 3 years, we are not going to hear from Black Sherif again. And the funny thing is that, what will happen? Ghanaians will start bashing him on the fact that, your music is dead. I mean, you cry or nobody. Because some time ago, one gentleman, wrote something under the comment section. One gentleman wrote something under the comment section. And he lamented on the fact that we don't celebrate our legends. We seem to have forgotten all our legends. You see, that is a thing in Ghana. You see, once your career is no more, you are dead. Look at Obrafour. All right? Look at Obrafour. Should Obrafour's career be dead? I know he's not, super hyper like he was in the past. I know he's not doing music, like he was doing in the past. But Obrafour should be celebrated as a legend and an icon by now. And then once in a while, he will release a single. Once in a while, he will be at Legends event night and blah, blah, blah. Obrafour's idea and then experience, all right, the experience he has generated and gathered within the years of him as a musician back then could be an advantage or an advisory board to us, which can help us carve a niche for an industry. But where is Obrafour? He's a legend. Oh, senior man, Obrafour, okay, I salute you. That's it. It has happened to a lot of our legends. There are a lot of good sound producers or how do they call it? Music producers, right? There who have been neglected because they see them to be, these people are old buddies, they are dead, they've done their best. Oh, okay. When we see you, we salute you. That is it. What can we do? How can we go to them and then try to be deliberate about asking questions? What are we doing? What seems to be wrong with Ghana? What? Because look at our football. We are running our football like an agency sort of thing. And we expect to win trophies. And this comes back to what I'm saying. We are so individualistic and selfish, self-centered that we want the clicks. We like clicking. This group of people will form 8 people, bunch of people, and then they will try to protect where they are eating from. You dare not come and eat some of their food. Hey, Ghana, obey any. Ghana, obey. There's this gentleman, Black Sherif, who is out there. Such a hard-working gentleman. We need to be deliberate about pushing the gentleman. We need to be deliberate about pushing the artist to making sure the boy goes global. What are we doing? We don't care. If not for Empire, if not for these internationally recognized labels who've come to the aid of the boy, who's come to hold on to the guy and put a niche on him that this is what we are doing, I think Black Sherif would have been that usual Ghanaian, local, artist, enjoys a bit of, laxity, and then that is it. There are go-getters out there. Before you come out and tout a Nigerian, rant at a Nigerian for doing this, for doing that, for teaching them this, for teaching them that, there is this poem I learned in school and I want to read it. Look to yourself. For everything, look to yourself first. You have everything and you near test. What don't we have? We have it. You see, we try as much as going on TV and then broadcasting the fact that government should come to our aid. If this government, if government see a sense of seriousness in us, if the government see a sense of unison, that edge, if he sees something, positive, he sees a positive agenda, he would not hesitate to put his money into it because he knows he will benefit. But as it stands now, Shatawale Stonebwoy fighting, do you think it will attract government to come and put his money into it? Do you think so? So before we call on the government to come to our aid, we need to be ready. I was taught this in school. Before you want to become a prophet, you need to be disciplined first. All right? So before you want to invite government to come to your aid, where is your self-discipline? Where is your structure? What has the industry been able to do for themselves? Now, you get it. So we need to be deliberate. Where is that deliberation? Like, why can't we be deliberate? Why is everybody a boss in Ghana? Everybody is a boss. So this is my country. You don't go teach small boy. You don't go teach Pekin. You don't go teach adult. Everybody, even 5-year-old boy, go stand and talk to you anyhow because everybody is a boss. Everybody is a boss in my country. This has affected everything, almost everything in our country. Everything. That is not even a problem. It is not a problem at all. All right? But we live in a country where group of people will not put aside or not see to it to put aside their personal ego and come together to work at a common goal. So far as I am enjoying this amount of money within my space, let me protect it. Because if I let these people in, they'll come and mess it up. So people are enjoying what they think is right. And we've left all the gold and diamonds, which we should be digging out there. And people are digging it. And then we come and shade them. Nigerians, dig your gold. Nigerians, dig your diamond. Trust me. You know what you are doing. You are deliberate. Keep digging. Mind your own mind. Okay? Forget about them. Okay? Until by the time it gets serious, you would have been in where? You have been in Saskatchewan, and they will now be searching for Tripoli of Libya. All right? Keep going. Don't look back. All right? Keep going. Don't look back. I'm just about bringing this editorial to an end, but what I want to say is that let me remind you of the topic for this podcast. If Black Sherif was to be a Nigerian or an American, where would he be by now? That is for you to decide. Share your comments with me or drop your thoughts with me in the comment section, and I'll read them in the second session of this podcast. All right? All right? Okay, so we'll be doing more of this on this channel. My name has always been TJ. Why? If you love my content, hit the like button or smash the like button. If you have anything in your mind you want to share it with me. All right? Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. Okay? I can't do this without you. I salute and I appreciate your support all this while. I appreciate it. I do not take it for granted, not at all. All right, it is time to call it quit here. This has been TJ Studios. I am TJ. I am the commander-in-chief of this podcast. It is time to sign out. And always, like I've been doing, I salute. Peace out.